Hello, welcome to Humanity Centered Innovation 101. My name is Arya Shabtai, and I'll be your guide through this training. This overview will give you a sense of what you can anticipate through this training, what is humanity centered innovation, and why this is really a unique experience and way of a unique worldview that is really being formed through the collaborative effort inside of Giving Back Studio, standing on the shoulders of giants. We'll be integrating a number of, you could say, principles and perspectives from other disciplines. This is a multidisciplinary approach to really putting humanity at the center of the way that we build and design systems, innovation, and ultimately solutions to create a better world, to create the conditions for total well-being. So this will be an overview. We'll start to get a better sense of what we can anticipate in this course. The idea here is about serving the communal good. If we think about this from a Taoist lens, the Tao being this universal law of harmony in nature, that the best businessman serves the communal good. The best leader follows the will of the people. This has been my experience in pioneering humanity-centered innovation, has really been studying what the needs of humanity are, what the will of the people is, and ultimately how we can create a greater life for all through a conscious creation. So why humanity-centered innovation is, this is a way that we can build systems that everyone wins with. That's the worldview. And this is what's the word that I'm looking for? This is the requirement. We need to find dynamics where everyone wins. We need to set a standard to create new technology, new businesses, to create on purpose in a way where everyone wins and no one is harmed. The Hippocratic Oath, for example, is about no harm. So humanity-centered innovation is based on ethics and principles. A science of morality is something that I'm deeply curious about, and you'll see various ways that we can embed ethics, principles, and a scientific approach to value creation, value genesis. Why is it important for you is that it helps you consciously rediscover your ikigai, this center point between what the world needs, what you're good at, what you can get paid for, and what you love. So humanity-centered innovation is really a practical and a scientific approach to designing solutions in a way where you get your needs met and everyone else can get their needs met too. A way of seeing the unity of humanity, that at the depth of our being, we share our common humanity and we share the deepest needs, where all of our needs can be met through humanity-centered innovation. This is a system that we are creating through Giving Back Studio, humanity-centered innovation. We're bringing in various disciplines that have existed well before Giving Back Studio, and through Giving Back Studio, we invented a new form of social enterprises. This is a way of breaking the false choice between for-profit and not-for-profit and creating social enterprises for purpose. We require transparency and accountability for root cause resolution. When I'm talking about social enterprises for purpose, I'm talking about applying business in such a way where we are designing products and services that resolve the root cause of meaningful problems for humanity. By design, that every organization that's formed through Giving Back Studio, which, for the record, it's a network of organizations. Giving Back Studio is owned by no one. It is collectively owned. And through this ecosystem, this network of social enterprises that are designed for purpose, with transparency and accountability for root cause resolution, my guess is that we are creating an economic paradigm and a way of studying the relationship between ecological regeneration and economic growth. So how this happens on a practical level is that every social enterprise in Giving Back Studio, and with a humanity-centered approach to innovation, every organization can be created with a gift of alignment. And not only can every organization be created with a gift of alignment, every organization can evolve their gifts of alignment for purpose. As we learn, as we gather new insights, our gifts and our service to the world naturally can evolve. And the way that we build teams that operate in alignment to actually resolve the root cause of meaningful problems is through this idea and through this simple and effective tool that I call the gift of alignment. So let's look at an example here for the gift of alignment of Giving Back Studio. And then in the following modules, we'll really break this down into a set of principles that you can use to create your own gifts of alignment and apply humanity-centered innovation to be a part of this revolution, this regenerative way of creating businesses that serve the greatest communal needs. So at Giving Back Studio, our purpose is to operate a humanity-centered innovation studio. Now perhaps it's obvious why Humanity-Centered Innovation 101, here we are. This is really the gateway into becoming a partner at Giving Back Studio or working together with Giving Back Studio, is that we always operate with a gift of alignment. So for example, through Giving Back Studio, the problem that we're solving as we operate a humanity-centered innovation studio is that business as usual degrades quality of life. Business as usual is not about root cause resolution. Business as usual is about creating more problems. It is about creating artificial scarcity when there is a natural abundance. That's business as usual, and it degrades quality of life. It is obsolete. The time is now to really generate profit with purpose. The root cause of business as usual degrading quality of life, as far as we see it as partners in Giving Back Studio with our gift of alignment, is financial profit without purpose. This is the root cause that we see of business as usual degrading quality of life. These are all living statements. So if you see a deeper root cause, then chime in. Let us know, what do you see? Because this is an open source movement. This is an open source system. Everyone's invited to participate, and this is really how we create the greatest net values, by collaboration, by co-creation, by inclusion, by making this accessible for all people to participate as partners. So the solution that we are creating through Giving Back Studio is innovating for purpose towards total well-being for all. This is our gift of alignment. When new partners come on the team, we introduce them to the gift of alignment. When we're making decisions about what to prioritize, we make those decisions with the reference point of our gift of alignment. So our solution here, we are innovating for purpose towards total well-being for all. This training is an example of that innovation. Right now, if you go on Google and search humanity-centered innovation, you won't find anyone teaching anything about humanity-centered innovation. You'll find things very close. You'll find humanity-centered design. You'll find human-centered design. You'll find human-centered innovation. But there's a very, very unique and important distinction when we're talking about humanity-centered innovation, that through this course you'll really get a clear sense of what we're talking about and why this may be the most important way of perceiving the possibility of using business for good, of using technology for good, at least the way I see it. This is the most important way that I can be spending my time right now. My mission as a human being is building community consciously, co-creating a greater life for all. So the idea of making humanity-centered innovation a process that anyone with a level of thinking that is at least rational and at best a level of operating through an intuitive, heartfelt experience of joy beyond reason. Someone who is willing to really engage fully and participate in the fullest experience of their life is going to get great benefit from this and experience a fundamental paradigm shift. What I see is consistently when I introduce people to Giving Back Studio and humanity-centered innovation, people experience paradigm shifts where they realize possibilities that before were dormant or blocked or unclear. So for example, if you're an entrepreneur, already today now you can go and you can form a gift of alignment and get clear what's the root cause of the problem that you're solving. What's the solution that you're offering? To be able to frame it in one sentence where you can go and share it with your teammates and get their feedback and participation and build a field of coherence where we're all operating in alignment. This is the gift that we have to offer through humanity-centered innovation, is that we can create teams that operate effectively in alignment for all people to have their deepest needs met. This is the key to total well-being, is designing systems that support humanity in getting our deepest needs met. So making the most of this course, one is a matter of making time for it. I understand there are a lot of courses out there today. There are a lot of things that I want to be learning. You know how many books I have that I'm reading at the moment? More than I've counted, that I start books, I start courses, so I get it. There's a lot to learn. I've designed this to be the most essential delivery for you to go and implement this today, to be inspired, to see what's possible, to see how you can integrate a set of ethics, principles, and processes to effectively transform the way that you are operating for good, that you can upgrade the way that you're thinking, the way that you're acting, the way that you are even identifying. Your identity may shift through this course. So the invitation is to give one pointed focus. This is a meditative experience, to really be present, to listen with all of your attention. So if you're here and you're a bit distracted, that's okay. The invitation is now, come and give this your full attention. Schedule time for the lessons. I would guess that if you allocate 20 minutes a day, you will get an extraordinary opportunity that you will not get in any other training that's available right now. I'm not saying there aren't other valuable trainings. I'm saying that this training just may be the most valuable training. If you can invest 20 minutes a day for the next 3 days, this will give you a paradigm shift that you will not experience through any other training. The other part of making the most of this course is community. We have a community of people through Giving Back Studio that have been training in humanity-centered innovation. This field that we call integrative organizing, we'll get into in the next lesson. We have a community of integrative organizing facilitators. We have people around the world that are designing amazing systems, technologies, everything from agricultural systems, ways of creating food and water security, health sovereignty, to building technology to support psychedelic integration, to investing in people exercising and incentivizing people through health insurance platforms. There's a whole set of tools, services, people through the Giving Back Studio community. So the best way to make the most of this course is to leverage community, give this training your one pointed focus, and schedule time for the lessons. I'm going to be repeating myself, and that's on purpose because we want to allow this to really sink in beyond the conscious level onto a subconscious level where you can just go and live your life. And by living your life, you're living your truth and you're creating a greater life for all. That's how this really becomes an effective paradigm shift, is when it's beyond your conscious mind, your subconscious, your unconscious mind, the power that you have to connect with people and transform the way that you're living and the way that our civilization is advancing. This course has the opportunity to really shift the paradigm for you and all of humanity. That is the promise of humanity-centered innovation. So enjoy this paradigm shift. I know I've set a high bar, so I pray that I can really deliver this paradigm shift for you in a way that you can feel it in your body, you can feel it in your heart, you could feel it in your vitality. As you wake up with a sense of inspiration, a sense of purpose and meaning. Even if you already are tuned in, that you can advance your well-being. That healing does not require sickness. Healing can be the advancement of well-being. So this paradigm shift is intended to be a deeply healing paradigm shift that can support you to advance your well-being and that can support humanity at the deepest level, that all of our needs can be met and that we can live in a civilization that honors and designs for total well-being, that we can design businesses, technologies, communities, infrastructure, and collectively our life, individually our vocation, our day-to-day way of living in such a way that everyone wins and no one loses, that we can effectively serve all and harm none. So enjoy this paradigm shift. This is a better way of operating. Business as usual is on its deathbed. I'm not going to say it's dead because I still see the signs of business as usual, and I see the signs that business as usual is degrading quality of life to the point where it's obvious more and more people are waking up. We're finding new ways of operating. So enjoy this paradigm shift. Enjoy connecting with the people who get it. The people who you can really enter into a deep trust and a vulnerable dialogue with, that you can share your visions, that you can share your deepest dreams, aspirations, what really is motivating you, what you wish to see in the world. Let's just close with 1 minute just to breathe and to feel what's alive in your body. As you're integrating, we're just getting started here. This is only the overview. Feel what's alive in your body. Know that even this course, this is a 101 course, so you're in for a treat. This is going to offer a new way of looking at the world, and it's going to offer a whole rabbit hole that you will be able to continue going deeper and deeper and deeper into this paradigm, this humanity-centered innovation paradigm. Gain, gain. Everyone can win together. Thank you for joining me in this session. I'll see you in the next module. And thank you. Thank you for showing up for the process.